So the Senate Theater is a historic 1926 movie house that is home to an all-volunteer run not-for-profit called the Detroit Theater Organ Society. My name is Lindsay Robillard and I'm one of the volunteers, and we maintain and preserve the Fisher Theater's original Wurlitzer Theater pipe organ, which is one of the largest building-sized analog synthesizers ever built. So we were at a, kind of a volunteer managed website that things were sort of being haphazardly added to, so it was very confusing, and people didn't seem to know we were not a regular movie theater, but in fact a volunteer-run not-for-profit. So I just said our website needs a bit of a facelift, and that would help people engage with our organization.
My name is Lindsay Alma, and I am a program manager with Michigan Community Resources. So the Corporate Skill-Based Volunteer Program is a program that we are partnering with GM on. We are connecting NeighborHub alumni with GM skill-based volunteers, so they're bringing their corporate skills to these different nonprofits in really concrete, limited scope ways. We really want nonprofit organizations to come out of the corporate skill-based program with something that they can use going forward. Sometimes what they need to get where they're going is just a little support, and sometimes that pebble feels like a lot, but it prevents them from getting where they need to be. And volunteers can come in and really provide a lot of support. We worked with GM, who is supporting this work, not just with volunteers, but also with funding.
My name is Sean O'Sullivan. I am the Senior Manager for Employee Giving at General Motors. My role at GM is I manage the GM Cares program. So at GM, we create inclusive solutions to social issues in the communities in which we live and work. And one of the best ways to do that, to be honest with you, is just leveraging the incredible talent of our employees.
Big corporations like GM really bring kind of that critical mass. They have lots of folks on staff who are interested in volunteering. So whether it's accounting or engineering or HR, they're kind of bringing those specific skills to the nonprofits.
So I heard about the Michigan Community Resources and General Motors Skills-Based Volunteer Program. I got an invitation from Lindsay that, GM has some volunteers in, I think it was like IT. And I said, oh, our website could use some assistance. Does that count as IT?
The first part of the process, especially with a skills-based program, is we need to figure out what is the problem statements that help grow capacity at nonprofits before we can actually get the right employees connected to those nonprofit organizations.
So Michigan Community Resources, we help figure out what the application looks like. We design the application, we promote the application and do outreach. Then on the back end of that, we support the nonprofits in developing their plan.
Michigan Community Resources, they have been our long-standing partner in this program. They do such a good job. They have a really expansive network of nonprofit partners in Southeast Michigan that they can contact with.
And we also work with the volunteers and the nonprofits to do some training to help them learn how to work with one another.
They're the main kind of relationship holder between the nonprofit organizations and General Motors employees. And they're there every step of the way.
In this specific project, we've got GM volunteers who are in the IT department working with Detroit Theater Organ Society. They're supporting them in updating their website.
My name is Raj Singh. I am as a master and manager at GM in OpEx, Operational Excellence. So it was me from the project management side of it, but I had we had a couple of other volunteers. So we had a few volunteers who are in the IT.
So Raj came in and did like a project plan. Mary had a background in user design and user experience, and Naren's like, I am on the operational excellence team as well.
So we started with a project charter. Hey, what's the objective, what we want to achieve, what's the timeline.
So together, we all kind of figured out our different roles, like Raj was gonna lead the group, keep us on track, and it went in a direction like I hadn't even thought about, which was we did a survey and we had a ton of people give us feedback.
We kind of conducted a survey to find out what are the needs and requirements for the members, what they want to look at the website, what information they are looking forward to, and things like that. So we did that survey, collated all the information, and then translated that into the website.
Yeah, we've got a streamlined page that's easy to navigate, hits all the key points.
The need was that not only get the website updated, but also make sure that we have a user guide, a reference guide documented, so that can be used by the future volunteers.
Doug, who's a DTOS volunteer, and I have like a roadmap for like things to keep in mind, things to keep simple for our different pages.
You've got something in place long-term that the organization can use, that the volunteers can use to continue to do that work.
Working with Raj was incredible because he's got all the organizational skills I think I wish I had.
Which is very similar to what I do in my current job at GM. It was just kind of translating the same thing, for this nonprofit work.
So it was cool to see how a professional organization of that size manages projects and seeing what that looked like and having someone who does that every day do that for us. It was really cool.
We know that there is a small, just extremely passionate group of people, and our employees have the skills to help them take it to the next level.
Detroit Theater Organ Society is volunteer run, and we've also got these GM skill-based volunteers with their IT expertise coming in and supporting these volunteers. So it's really a volunteers supporting volunteers to do work in the community. Our nonprofit leaders are experts, our volunteers are experts, recognizing that and learning from each other and really building from that. They're all really excited about, doing the work, about building personal connections.
We have 3 new members of our community too in our 3 General Motors volunteers.